Laura and Judy, I brought you a present.
Oh,
this is the,
thank you.
How pretty.
isn't it beautiful? This is called the Intent Heals Journal. And it is made with beautiful handmade paper. Let me show you inside. See that paper? It's an ancient paper making technique that the monks used. It was made in Nepal. And the money that we collect from these goes back to the village where it was made. So it's called the Intent Heals Journal because it heals the world in many ways. So it heals that village, but also it's a prayer. It's kind of like a prayer journal. You see how it's small? So it fits in the palm of your hand. So what you do is you get in a prayerful space and allow God's presence to speak to you and think of the people who have affected your life. Sometimes in a positive way and sometimes maybe in a negative way, but just allow the names to bubble up and write them down. And you can write them in whatever way you'd like. You could put one name on a page, or you could fill the page with names, whatever you'd like. And at the end, you pray this prayer. For those remembered, may you receive this blessing of love, light, healing, and wholeness. And this is why it's made for the palm of your hand, because you pray.
Thank you. That's a lovely gift.
You're welcome.
I can't wait to get started and put some names in here. I'll have to put several on one page because there are so many people who have affected my life.
Oh, and we've been telling so many of those stories.
I know.
And you've already mentioned so many special folks.
That's great. Laura, I thought it would be good for you, too, as the caregiver. I know you're not taking a lot of time for yourself, and I thought this would be a good way for you to spend just a few minutes alone and in prayer, and you've told me how important your faith is to you, so this would be a way to take a few minutes and let the names come to you, too.
But I'm really focusing on Mom now.
Yeah, I know you are. But I think this would be good for you to take some time for yourself and really be prayerful. And you know, you may have a lot of feelings about, you've mentioned that there's people in your family that aren't here helping you.
Yeah.
And maybe those feelings are better out than in. And it's a way to bring healing. Read that prayer.
That'd be a hard prayer to pray for some right now, but
yeah, it'll come. Yeah.
Will you help me write these in if I can't write very well?
Oh, of course.
You know, I'm not so good at doing things anymore, and I can't see very well either, but my mind will still work, and I'll remember people from my childhood and teachers and people I worked with and my grandchildren and my great-grandchild that I'm expecting. I hope she gets here soon so that I can see her and love her and put her in here too.
Oh, and maybe you could write a special blessing for her or something, you know,
Yeah,
something
maybe I
special
could.
for her.
I have to sit quietly and think about that.
Yeah.
What to say. Thank you. This is lovely.
I'm so glad that you like it. I hope that it is meaningful for you.
Have many of the people, your patients, used this?
Yes, and they do find that it brings healing and gratitude. The most powerful story I heard was someone who was really resentful about a family relationship, but because of this book, it caused a complete paradigm shift, and she was able to surround that person with light and love. Wow. There was some reconciliation that happened. So,
well, I know we're hoping for some of that.
Yes, we are. We need some of that in the family.
Yeah.
For all of us. Yes, we do. And for the person that's not with us, they need understanding, healing, compassion.
I've also used it for people that are in the nursing home who don't feel like they're making a difference in the world. This is a way to heal the world, and it really gives them purpose, too.
Yes, yes.
Prayers, I think it's a powerful thing.
Prayer is very powerful. Very powerful.
I want you to think about, too, what you would like to happen to the book after you die.
I think I'd like my oldest daughter to have it. She's a very spiritual girl, and she's familiar with a lot of the people that will be in this book. And after I'm gone, it will help her a lot.
That's great. You're leaving her a legacy.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that's beautiful.
Are there any best times of the day that people find to use it, or anything else that helps with the memory of those of us who can't remember that well anymore? Right.
Well, I think it'll be individual, and I mean, you seem to have more energy in the morning.
Yes, I
so
do.
It might be a nice way to start the day.
Yes.
And you can have a whole attitude of healing and gratitude for the whole day. Now, some people like to do it at the end of the day, and so that they can reflect over the day, and it brings a nice way of closing their day. And some people find that it's helpful to quiet them down and light a candle, or to play some music that is able to quiet you. I know with as busy as you've been, it's hard to be settled and not think of all the things that you have to do. And sometimes those things help. And I know some people that will take a walk first, and that's how they quiet themselves, and then they'll sit back down.
We could sit together and have some music, and you need to relax a little bit. You've been wonderful help for me.